At the local yarn shop that I frequent, they give me a hard time about how fast I knit. And the yarn shop owner always says it's because I knit that silly Continental way. So this video is designed to show you how I knit so fast and how the Continental method works in the simplest terms. So you see me knitting very, very quickly right now, and I'm going to slow it down and show you how it's done. To knit Continental, as you can see, I'm carrying the yarn in my left hand, kind of like you would for crochet. And I'm knitting with Yarns of Italy Lunare, which is inspired by natural dyeing. This is the black bean colorway, because this is the color my mother got with black beans. To do the basic knit stitch, I've got the yarn laced through my left hand, through my fingers. You can hold it different ways. This is just the way I do it. And then I hold the needle with the yarn here, and tension is a little bit difficult to get used to, but once you do, it's fine. And I take the right needle and I'm knitting on circulars provided by Lisa Bogart in support of her new book that's coming out, Knit with Love. And I'm going to take my right hand needle, you can do it on straight needles, I just prefer circulars, and I'm going to stick this through the stitch. We say front to back, and I'm going to loop it over with my left hand. Then I'm going to pull that loop through, push my yarn down. Now I have one stitch on the right needle. Let's try it again. We go in the front door, grab our scarf, go back outside before the cat barks. That's the saying that I use to teach people how to knit. Again, I'm just holding this in my left hand, sticking the needle in the front, looping it, and you can see I go from bottom to top and pulling it off. Stick it through, over like that, pull it through. There's just a little pivot to pull it through, whoop, right off. So I'll knit several stitches slowly. As you can see, we've taken the video from a knitter's perspective and not across from us, so it's easier to see. You can also knit a little more up and down, where you would go kind of from the underneath to the back, wrap it over, bottom to top, pull it off. Sometimes, depending on the project, I find my knitting getting very vertical, like this. And sometimes I keep it nice and horizontal. It just kind of depends on the yarn, the weight of what you're working on. So let's finish this row. And at the end of the row, I'm just going to turn it around, put it back down on my needles. Got a little bit of a long end from that long tail cast on. And now I pull my yarn to the back. I go in the front door, grab scarf, back outside, cat barf. In the front door, grab scarf, back outside, cat barf. Well, let's do a couple slow motion. Now, this isn't the only way that you can knit, but if you've had trouble knitting the regular way, which is with your holding the yarn in your right hand and stopping, I don't even know if I can do it, and throwing your stitch and re-grabbing, you'll find that this left-handed method is maybe a little more comfortable. Generally at my knitting group, if we teach someone to knit the right-handed way and they just can't figure it out and they say it feels awkward and they don't want to knit anymore, they hand them over to me, and in a few minutes they're ripping right along Continental style. So that's basic Continental knitting from Yarns of Italy. Thanks.